live now.
They never had a kid there, did they?
I'm just saying, just the way they run. It's always been like that.
I got you.
Sketchy.
I got you. It was kind of suspect, huh?
Yeah, well, even like football, like Harper was looking at the brackets like, shoot, pretty good. We should be playing them as a 2 seed.
Oh, they really did?
I mean, they're not the best, but you know, they probably shouldn't be.
Did you see we had to go through?
Yeah, looks like
That should have been the championship.
looks like
Those
we're
are
good.
the best teams.
Yeah.
Humboldt's decent. They have some girls that can play.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. All right. Thanks for your help. The one thing I noticed is our the camera that shows the scoreboard isn't going. Or, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's quarterfinal playoff game, 2A T-Cal, between the San Antonio Prep Panthers and your Annapolis Christian Academy Warriors. The lineup for the visiting Panthers. Number 1, Patrick Garcia. Number 3, Elijah Owens. Number 4, Logan Evans. Number 7, Josiah Scott. Number 9, Andre Hayes. Number 10, Tia Mitchell Jr. Number 11, Jose Pimentel. Number 12, Ryan Hayes. Number 16, Devon Hemphill II. Number 18, Justin Westerland. Number 17, DeAndre Turbin. And number 19, Ivory Witherspoon. The San Antonio Prep Panthers are coached by the head coach, Devin Hemphill. Offensive coordinator, Jonathan Stanfield. Assistant OC, Victor Viesca. Defensive coordinator, Jerron Criswell. And assistant DC is Ivory Witherspoon. And now Let's hear it for your Annapolis Christian Academy Warriors. Number 2, Blake Pena. Number 6, Oren Pride. Number 12, Chuck Brush. Number 14, Caesar Morales. Number 22, Eli Oliver. Number 25, Alexandra Owsley. Number 40, Jake Watney. Number 43, Jacob Segundo. Number 45, Santiago Pena. Number 55, Logan Easter. Number 60, Ben Marsh. And number 88, Jerry Greenstein. Your Warriors are coached by your head coach, Andy Garcia, defensive coordinator, Carlos Bazan, assistant coach, Javier Garcia, assistant coach, Terry Messer, and assistant coach, Josh Johnson. You would rise. Gentlemen, remove your caps as you honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Remain standing as we go before the Lord in prayer. Father, we thank you for this night, God, this beautiful weather. We pray for a hedge of protection over the field tonight, God, as the players play. Keep the game injury-free. We pray that all the players will play to the best of their abilities, God. We pray for the players, the coaches, the officials. We pray for the SA Prep fans that they make their way back home and they would be safe. And all we do, God, we pray we glorify and honor you. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Well, I want to welcome Warrior Nation to Warrior Field, Saturday night, first round playoff game. I'm here, and so is Coach Hayden.
They kept me back. You know, I'm as surprised as anybody else, but I'm back for the second live stream. I'm excited to be here, Mr. Lockyer.
Yeah, so if you weren't here for volleyball, we had a dynamic duo.
Oh, yeah.
We're back for football. We're excited. This is a whole different venue. We are excited. It is a beautiful night for Friday night, or I say Friday night, Saturday night football.
Saturday.
First round playoff games, and Warriors versus the Panthers. It's a team we've seen before. We beat them pretty handedly, but you can throw the records out. First round playoffs. What do you expect from the Warriors today?
Man, I expect energy. I expect Coach Garcia has got them fired up. I've been coming to the practices this week, just peeking in, and, man, they are ready to play. They have got all the momentum in the world because they've had some time. They've had a couple of weeks without playing a game, so really they've just been practicing. They've just been working, getting ready for this moment, and I think they're ready for it. I think they're ready. The lights are shining bright. Saturday night lights out here at Warrior Field. I think our Warriors are ready to go.
All right. Well, we are just moments away from kickoff. We're going to switch over to our overhead camera, and looks like the Warriors will be kicking off to the Panthers. Warriors in their home navy, and the Panthers in their road whites. As I mentioned, we're just moments away from kicking off with number 14, Cesar Morales. He will be the one doing the kicking duty, and he is quite a weapon, as their return guys probably are not deep enough, as Cesar will more than likely, with the wind to his back, boot this one probably out of the end zone.
He has got quite the leg, I expect nonetheless from Cesar. Boom!
And it goes well over his head, like I mentioned, into the end zone, and San Antonio Prep will start at their 20-yard line.
Yeah,
well, the Warriors are a man down. We've got Jake Walton. He's got a bit of an injury. Everyone else, I think, is healthy. We're full strength. And defensively, though, this has been a strength for us all year.
Absolutely. The last couple of games, there were some high-scoring games, and that's when our defense can get a little tired. But we really want to come out early, come out and get a quick stop, and I think that would really set the momentum of the game right here.
Yep, San Antonio Prep start with a spread formation. They've just got their little motion. They got an up back and the quarterback. There's a fumble. The ball's on the ground. A scramble. Ball's on the ground again. It's still loose. Orem Prime is there. And it's going to be a tackle for a huge loss, as the ball was bubbled twice on the snap and then trying to get away from pressure. A big first play for the Warrior defense.
Yeah, maybe some early nerves there for the Panthers. So the Warriors really want to take advantage of this start here. They might have some momentum here.
Yeah. So it is. So it's first in six-man football. To get a first down, it's 15 yards. That was a big loss. I would say probably a loss of about 10 yards. They're about second and 25 now, deep in their own side of the field. There's a little pitch play out to the side. Blake Kenny did a nice job fighting off that block, and then got a lot of help from his friends. So nice job on setting that edge on Blake, and then maybe a gain of about 1 or 2 yards, not much.
Solid defense from the Warriors to start. A great start from Annapolis.
So third and super long. It's probably about, I would say, good 20-plus yards. And Annapolis' defense has been pretty solid all year, particularly on turning these balls over on these third and fourth downs.
Yeah, you don't see too many punt plays here in six-man, so hopefully we can get a couple
Looks
stops
like there's
here.
a pass plays rolling. Ben Marsh. There's a throwing back. It's a dangerous play, but Blake there did a nice job trailing it. Dangerous pass, throwing it back into the traffic. Blake right there for the immediate tackle, and it's going to be fourth and long still, fourth and about 16.
Yeah, I expect another throw here for the Panthers on fourth down. You don't see too many punts in six-man, so the Warriors looking to get a quick stop and good field position if they get to stop here on a fourth
Great
fourth
field
down.
position. It's still it's at the 20-yard line, 21-yard line. If Annapolis can turn this ball over, they're going to have the ball on their side of the field for their first possession. It's a big fourth down play here. The Panthers going to spread the Warriors out. Last time they got a lot of pressure, and there's a pitch back. Chuck's there chasing him down. He's going to try to run for it. He's got a long way to go. He's got some green grass. Looks like he's got a first down and more. So nice run by the quarterback, as Annapolis couldn't quite corral him. So it'll be first and 15 now.
Yeah, you got to be careful. If that pocket collapses, they can always take off with the quarterback run there. And, San Antonio Prep isn't as organized as us, but they do have some athletes, so they are able to make some plays like that on fourth down. Big play.
Yeah, it was a big run to get them out on their side off their side of the field. Now they're on Annapolis' side of the field. Little fake play, little move. One breaks a tackle, and Blake Canyon. Nice job pursuing from the back side. That was a touchdown saving tackle.
Yeah, that was a good job from Blake to stop the bleeding there. Annapolis needs to get a stop here. They started out great, almost had a 4th down stop, but San Antonio Prep looks to be getting some momentum here. They want to cut that out right away.
Yeah, so another first down play. A little quick pass, and the receiver broke a tackle, and thankfully Blake was able to catch up to him on the backside. Prep staying in with their tight formation. They've got 3 in the backfield. Last time they threw out of this, and looks like there's going to be a timeout. As Annapolis didn't like the alignment of. So early timeout by the Warriors, and they look a little, I don't know, just not quite on their game yet.
Yeah, I think a little. They weren't expecting to give up that first down there. They thought they were going to get the early stop. So I think it's a good timeout from Coach Garcia to kind of reset things, make sure we're on the same page, because you don't want to just give up a quick score like this right on the first drive. You want to make sure they're working for it, and we'll see what the Warriors can do here.
Yeah, so early, like I said, defense has been a strength of ours, but they've given up a couple big plays already. So, like I said, San Antonio Prep got some athletes.
Absolutely. And we've it's been a couple of weeks since we've had a game right here on the field. You can practice all you want, but different situation in the game. So maybe a little early on, just getting back into the game shape here, and we'll see if the Warriors can get a stop.
Yeah, need a big stop here as San Antonio Prep threatening early on. San Antonio staying in their bunch formation. A little fake, little pitch to the outside, and a nice backside pursuit. As Cesar Morales, Speedy Gonzalez came from behind and tripped him for a tackle for a loss.
Great momentum coming out of the timeout. That's a big tackle for the Warriors.
2nd and 16 as they are on Annapolis' 21-yard line. Annapolis needs to get a big stop here. Prep start with now spreading everybody out. Little motion across. They'll have the up back receive the snap, and then a pitch back to the quarterback. Jerry Gleason gets through one, gets through another, and he's got some room in the backside pursuit as Cesar Morales and Jacob Segundo combine for the tackle. There's a flag on the play.
Let's see what the call is here.
Yeah, we'll see. Couldn't. Holding. That'll push the Panthers back as Coach Garcia will accept that penalty. That helps create a little bit of breathing room for the defense.
Yeah, that's a big penalty. The SA Prep was marching down the field, and the Warriors, if they can get a stop right here, they can hold them. This would be a big stop after some good drives here from SA Prep.
The quarterback's a little shifty. He's not real big, but he's been able to break some tackles and kind of juke some people. We got to kind of keep him in check and not allow him just to get going. Prep in the tight formation. They've got 3 in the backfield. Little fake, little short pass, and that's going to be incomplete. Good pressure by Orrin Prime off the edge. It looks like Prep's not going to throw anything deep. They're working on some quick pitches, quick out routes. They're going to try to hit us real fast.
A lot of dink and dunk to play it safe, but you got to be careful with that quarterback. He's got some wheels, like we've said.
Yeah.
And, we've done a good job providing early pressure, but we've got to be able to bring him down.
Prep in that tight formation, 3 back, little fake. He's going to roll out. He's got to throw. He's got a receiver, and he had 2, both Jacob Segundo and Chuck Brush on him, double team. And the ball incomplete, now 4th down. Big 4th down here.
Yes, this would be a huge stop. This has been kind of a back-and-forth drive. We started out with some momentum, and then they've started to march it down the field. And this would be a big stop on downs here for the Warriors.
4th and 14. They got a little ways to go, but last time they had a long 4th down conversion. Got to watch that run play. Annapolis matching up with Prep with their spread formation, 2 in the backfield. There's that motion again. Snaps the up back. He's going to pitch back. Cesar Morales, lots of speed, gets around Cesar. He's got some room to run. He's going to get in the middle. A nice tackle for. Oh, he's not. The whistle, a little late whistle. I think Blake did a nice job coming up and they said he was down, so that's going to be a turnover on downs. Huge tackle by Blake.
That's a big play, big stop for the Warriors. Similar situation as earlier. The pass wasn't there, so he tried to wheel it on the wheels there, but the Warriors came up with a big stop.
Yeah, he was loose again. That quarterback loose. He's real shifty, but this time Annapolis kind of able to corral him in the middle of the field, and then Blake came up with a big stop.
See if the Warriors can get some momentum here on offense. First time we're seeing our Warriors at Chuck Brush at the quarterback. Let's see if we can get a good drive going here to start the game.
Yeah. Inside handoff, little spin move. Caesar for about maybe 2-3 yards, maybe 4, looks like.
Yeah, this ground game from the Warriors has really carried their offense all year long. Caesar and Jacob just punching the ground, and they have not been able to stop them when they are down. Putting that head down and running, it's really hard to stop either of them.
Yeah, they got the 1-2 punch, lightning and thunder, and it's nice, yeah. So it'd be good to see Annapolis get some momentum on offense, settle some nerves down, and get into this game and kind of get things rolling. Little fake handoff. Chuck just throw. He's got some man deep, and it's Blake Kenyon. He is going to be gone.
He's gone.
Blake Kenyon. First on defense, now on offense. A huge play. That is a 60-yard touchdown. Man, just like that, we're on the board.
Big strike from Chuck. A nice throw. Blake saw the open field, and he said, well, I'm just going to take this to the end zone. Why don't I? My goodness, what an answer from the Warriors.
Yeah, that Blake just ran right down the field. He was in a tight formation, kind of a tight end position, and Prep did not run with him, and Chuck with a beautiful delivery, and now it's going to be Cesar Morales kicking for 2, and in 6-man, if you're not familiar with 6-man, when you kick the extra point, you actually get the 2-point try. So they're trying to add the 2 points, and Caesar boots that through. That's going to be good for a mile. Annapolis up 8-0, just like that. Looks like there's some conferencing. I thought it looked good. It was so high and hard. I don't know if the refs actually
like one ref
were able to track it down.
I saw one ref whistle no good, and another ref
no good.
Oh, no
right,
good.
well.
No good after the confrontation there.
Yeah. I thought it looked good, but maybe, I don't know, must have gone over the.
It's definitely high enough.
Yeah, the coaches are questioning it because he booted it so high. It was, I think the refs had a hard time tracking it inside of the goalposts, but they're going to say no good. So it's 6-0.
Sadly, we can't head to the NFL Replay Center.
I know. Yeah, that definitely would have been a replay.
Yeah.
From our perfect vantage point,
I'd be throwing the challenge flag on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good start offensively. You can't beat that.
No, you definitely want to come out with the lead. You're at home, first playoff game. We want to just get going and start the game out with the lead and keep it going through the rest of the game. So I think that's great for the Warriors. Now it'd be great to get a stop and keep the momentum going.
Yeah, the defense was what normally has been our strength was a little bit soft. But Blake Kenyon, he came up with a couple big plays defensively, and then, like I said, make that huge. He did that huge catch and run. Cesar Morales will be kicking off again. San Antonio Prep. This time the deep back is standing on his front of his goal line. Caesar has the wind to his back. It's not too strong, but strong enough, and he's going to boot it. There's a flag. I think might have been offsides. I think one of the Warriors are a little eager to get down there. It's going to add some yardage there. Second possession as the Panthers will have the ball now. Probably I'm guessing the 25.
Yeah, Blake Kenyon was eating his Wheaties this morning because, man, he's come out with some fire on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Well, he's had some nagging injuries. I think he was able to with some time off, able to rest, obviously feeling good, and that's a good sign for the Warriors.
Absolutely.
Like I mentioned, we're down Jake Gwaltney as he turned his ankle. So it's good to see some other people stepping up. All right, 1st and 15 for San Antonio. Annapolis needing to watch that quarterback as he did some damage with his feet. Little missed the long throw, and number 1 is wide open, and that's going to be a touchdown just like that. Quick strike as Annapolis got caught, I think, with their eyes looking in the backfield, and one snuck out wide open.
Yeah, that's been a struggle for ours in the San Antonio Sunnybrook game that we played a couple weeks ago. They beat us with a couple of deep balls. Yeah, you got to watch out for those guys that go deep. They've got some quickness to them. They can just take off just like that. And, man, a big answer for San Antonio Prep right out the gate.
Yeah, one play, and they go in for the end zone to tie that up. San Antonio looking like they're going to go for the 1-point try.
Looks like the Panthers are going for the 1-point attempt.
Staying in that bunch formation. They've got 3 in the backfield. Roll out. Oren's there, and nice catch as that throw had to be perfect as Chuck, I think Chuck or Jacob was there, and nice throw and catch, and they go up now up 7-6.
Both teams' offense is looking pretty good to start the game.
Yeah, and 6-man football can end up being a track meet.
Oh, yeah.
With big plays, and it really comes down to who can make just even a couple stops could change the outcome of the game.
Absolutely. As a Longhorn fan, very similar to Big 12 football. Not too much defense at
times.
times.
No defense, all offense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to go to the Big Ten to actually have some defense.
Well, we're going to a better conference. We're going to the SEC next year.
Of course,
so you'll see a little bit more.
All right.
Warriors looking to answer here. This would be a big answer right out the gate because San Antonio Prep's got some momentum here.
Yeah, it's been a little back and forth, as Coach Hayden said. It's been explosive plays offensively. Now, what is typical in 6-man is going for an onside kick, and it looks like San Antonio Prep is going to try a short kick, and they do. It bounces up, ball's loose, a little bit of trouble. Ben Marsh able to corral it.
Way to fall.
A little bit of danger. That made it a little more interesting than it needed to be.
Yeah, it looked like San Antonio Prep was trying to just keep that momentum going, trying to get the ball back, but Warriors did a good job to fall on that ball and get their offense back out there. We'll see what our offense can do after a nice score from Blake on a touchdown.
Yeah. Annapolis will have the ball at their, looks like, 36-yard line, 1st and 15.
We got a
34-yard line.
We got a penalty on San Antonio Prep, which puts us a little further up the field.
Annapolis in that tight formation, 2 in the backfield. Little pitch play, and we've got Cesar Morales down the sideline. And he didn't think he stepped out of bounds, but the referees
he said he
disagree.
was going all the way. Man.
Yeah. So nice first down play. Prep had some guys get in the backfield right away, but Cesar just sped right around him.
No, he's too quick for that, man. Once he gets going, there is no stopping him.
So nice gain on first down. As Coach Garcia, if he wants to, can open up the playbook on a second and kind of short, pretty manageable. Let's see what he does.
We'll see if the Warriors take another shot here. They've had some success early on with that big deep ball to Blake.
They're going to throw it. He's got the deep pass again. Blake again, and it's good. Blake Kenyon again.
They were having a sale, 2 for $1 at the store today. My goodness, Blake Kenyon.
Wow. As Chuck Brush just led him perfectly. It was a perfect hands catch. Caught it and danced across the front of the end zone for a second score. And just like that, bam, bam, we've got – this is going to be a high-scoring game here, I think.
I know.
if it's going to be a track meet like this, these extra points are going to be important.
Every point's going to matter in these. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Cesar Morales kicking for a 2-point try. The first one they said was no good. I think that one, we questioned the eyesight. Oh, they're going to have to throw it hop in the air, and ball gets batted down. And that's the second extra point that they were not able to convert. Looks like there was some issue with the snap, and Jacob had to improvise a little bit. And now Annapolis up 12-7, but that's the second extra point try they've missed.
Yeah, I got to convert on those. You know, that might come back to backfire on you later. But you hope that if your defense gets you a couple stops, you won't have to worry too much about those extra points.
Well, so far it's been a back and forth. We weren't really expecting this. We were expecting the defense to kind of step up, but it's been the opposite. The offense is on fire right now.
Yeah, this game might come down to who makes the biggest stop of
Right.
the game. You know, it's going to be a lot of offense, it looks like. And really, the Warriors are killing them on that deep ball. I mean, Blake is getting whatever he wants to. Chuck's throwing the ball really well.
Really well, yeah.
Perfectly placed passes on those touchdowns. So I think the Warriors' passing game's off to a great start. And really, if you open up the passing game, that opens up your running game as well.
Right.
So
Yeah.
really, everything going right for the Warriors offensively. Just need to get a stop on defense.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. And like I said, that's been our strength all year. I just think that San Antonio Prep, they've got a couple athletes, and they've been able to get them in space, and we had a hard time corralling them.
Yeah, we've gotten to them a couple third downs and fourth downs. We just haven't been able to put them away, and they've made some big plays on those late yard downage.
So Cesar Morales to kick it off again after Blake Kenyon's deep ball touchdown. It's 3:44 left in the first quarter, 12-7. Annapolis kicking off again. And Cesar's going to kick. I think he was trying to get it to the – I think he was trying to kick it to some space, ends up just kicking it out of bounds. That's going to be a penalty. So it'll be Panther ball. Let's see where they mark it. I think it'll be, looks like they're at the 30. Can't quite tell. The referees are kind of milling around.
The Warriors need to take this one play at a time. Work on just getting stop after stop after stop. And this would be great field position if they can get a quick 4-and-out right here.
Looks like they're giving it the 20-yard line. Yeah, 1st and 15 for the Panthers. Let's see if the defense can make a play here as Prep. There's a couple more whistles. I think they marked it wrong. Yeah, they're going to move it up because it did get kicked out of bounds. And with the penalty, it'll move it up, maybe up 4 or 5 yards.
Looks like we're going to start off on the 25-yard line where it's 1st and 15.
So 1st and 15. I think it's the 24, 25-yard line. Can't quite tell from here. This referee's still trying to figure out where the correct spot is. Now they're going to move it back.
And we're moving back.
Looks like we got – not sure why we keep going back and forth.
All right. Looks like we're ready to play.
All right, 1st and 15, back at the 20.
Got the ball right now on the 20-yard line where it'll bring 1st and 15 for the Panthers.
I think it should have been marked up because it was kicked out of bounds, so I'm not quite sure.
I'm not going to question that
Yeah,
one. I
well,
think
we'll
we're
take
just
it.
ready
Yeah,
to go.
Yeah, it's to our advantage. We'll take it. That's such a weapon for a 6-man team to have a kicker be able to kick the ball on those kickoffs deep in, where if you're onside kick and you don't get it, you give up a lot of field position.
And you don't see that too much in 6-man, so it's a real weapon to have Caesar.
It is, yeah. All right. Little toss to the right. And nice gang tackle. That's a big tackle for loss. It looks like we had Cesar Morales, Orrin Prime, and maybe Jacob Segundo. There was a host of Warriors there for a big tackle for loss on 1st down.
It's a good start on defense. We need to keep it going here.
It's nice to see them corral that tailback, as that number 1 was able to get loose for a big pass play, and that quarterback, those two seem to be the ones that really are really athletic with the ball. Prep staying in the tight formation. They've got 3 in the backfield. Shotgun snap, and there's Caesar Rouse just blew that play up. Absolutely blew it up.
He told him to sit down. My goodness. He just ate that.
The shotgun snap was bobbled, and by the time they were able to pitch it, Caesar was in his grill and just knocked him straight back. Another tackle for loss for 3rd and long.
Warriors got to be careful here. 2 passing situations coming up. You know that quarterback's got wheels. You got to have somebody ready for him.
Yeah, now Prep's in that spread formation. Last time they were able to get someone loose. It's going to be important for Annapolis to stay close and not let anyone get deep. There's a pass back, and that's going to be incomplete. Lots of pressure. Once again, Cesar Morales knocking the quarterback down. It was all he could do just to get rid of the ball, and that's 4th down, and they are pinned deep in their territory. I wonder what they're going to do.
Yeah, Warriors are getting up great pressure early on the pass. They need to make sure they contain this quarterback here. We know he's got wheels. We know he can make a play. But if the Warriors get this stop here, they are looking in great shape for their offense.
This would be great field position. The Prep is at their 10-yard line. Last time they were able to convert a long 4th down. It looks like they are going to go for it. Annapolis, this is a huge opportunity here. He's rolling. He's got a lot of pressure. Ben Marsh throwing. He's got a man open in the middle, but overthrows him. Jacob Segunda was back. He was guarding 2 receivers. They did have a man open, but I think the pressure got to him, and now it's a big 4th down conversion.
And Jacob was close to catching that, but it's almost better that we didn't catch that, because
right.
We're getting the ball right at the spot of, it looks like right near the 10-yard line. My goodness.
Huge turnover on downs. Yeah, huge turnover. Annapolis, though, he's got to be careful with those receivers. There definitely was a guy open. That would have been a big 4th down play. But instead, it's a turnover on downs, and Annapolis on their 10-yard line, 1st and goal.
You'd love to open up a 2-possession lead here if you are Annapolis.
Yeah, this is big. Annapolis in that tight formation with 2 backs. Inside handoff. There's a fumble. Ball's loose. And it is a turnover. Just like that, the ball gets turned back over to the Panthers. Oh, man.
Oh, man, you hate to see it from the Warriors. All that momentum shifts toward SA Prep now, and the defense, who just did a great job, have to come back onto the field. They're going to have to dig deep here.
Yeah. It looks like Chuck was turning to hand off to the first back, and they kind of hit each other in the mesh point, and the ball came loose. Prep now spreading everyone way out. Chuck Brush and Cesar Morales at the point of attack. Let's see if they both come. Cesar does. He is all quick. The deep pass. It got deflected. The ball is fluttering in the air. In a crowd of 3 Warriors, number 1 comes up and catches the ball.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, triple covered, and somehow he comes down with that one. Ball was tipped around a little bit, but an incredible catch from SA Prep there.
Yeah, Caesar hit the quarterback as he threw it. The ball was just floated in the air. We had 3 Warriors around it, and 1 just high-pointed the ball with another huge play in the passing game. Prep in that tight formation, 3 in the backfield, shotgun snap. 16 looking for, and there's a quick throw that Jake Segundo was reading, and he almost got himself a big interception.
Oh, he read that like a book. He was watching the quarterback's eyes that entire possession. Just couldn't quite pull that one in, but good defense from the Warriors.
I think is that a timeout?
Yeah, I think we got a timeout here.
Whoops. So the score is 12-7. Prep's been hitting us with some big chunk plays.
Yeah, we had some momentum, about to make it, 2-score game, and then the fumble hurts us. You never want to give up a turnover when you have the ball ready to knock on that door. But, the Warriors defense looked good last possession. We'll see if they can get another stop here. You really don't want to make it a back-and-forth game where you're trading leads the entire game long. You really just want to take control. As the 2 seed coming into the playoffs, you want to have momentum, going into the next game. So the Warriors would really like to get a stop right here.
Yeah, it's been a game of big plays. Both sides. Let's see if Annapolis can start making the big plays and not giving up the big plays. That's been a little bit of a problem for us.
Absolutely. For the neutral supporter, you're getting the game of your life, man. But for us, we want to see a little more of a defensive opportunity here for the Warriors. So we'd love a stop right here.
So 2nd and 15. Prep with that spread formation. Now they have 3 in the backfield. They've got a receiver right and left wide. Cesar Morales, deep throw, and one got loose again.
Ooh.
That's a tough matchup for Ben Marsh, as he did his best. Thankfully, lots of pressure, forced a long throw, and that's the 3rd and 15.
Yeah, those big plays are there for both teams on the deep ball, man. If that was the place a little bit shorter, he was absolutely gone. So a nice break there for the Warriors.
Yeah. It's nice to have that pressure, as Caesar's been quickly in the backfield. I don't think they're even blocking him until he gets to the quarterback.
That's not the strategy you want to play.
No, that's playing with fire there if you're letting Caesar loose, letting him use his speed. Up now in the tight formation, 3 in the backfield. I think they've brought in some linemen probably to slow down Caesar. The roll, and he's got men right in his face, and boom, right away, Chuck Brush blows up 12. That's a big 3rd down stop.
And a great job to have a quick memory. Some miscommunication on the fumble on offense, but he's moved on to the next play and makes a huge stop, huge tackle for the Warriors on defense.
Yeah, so they ran a pitch play. It really didn't fake out anyone, as 2 Warriors were in the quarterback's face. Quick throw, and then Chuck right there to immediately put him to the ground. Now big 4th down, as Annapolis has a chance to get that ball back.
Got to watch for the deep throw here. They know they've got to get a lot of yards on this play, so look for them to just chunk it up and send one of their speedsters down deep.
So the prep there's one in motion, as they were trying to get – they took their time, and they get called for delay of game. That's a big penalty.
It's going to help the Warriors out again, pushing them back around the field.
Yeah, there'll be another 5 yards that they'll have to try to gain. Prep was trying to get kind of tricky in their huddle, and then they were moving around their formation and just took them way too long, and now it's going to be 4th and about 18, 19.
Yeah, they're going to try to hum this down, or if not, watch out for that quarterback. He's got wheels. He might try to extend the play after some early pressure.
Yeah, number 1, that receiver, he's in motion. That's the one that we've had a little bit of trouble because Orem Prime is matched up on him. High snap. Here comes Caesar, and he's going to run. Chuck's there. Gets around Chuck. Caesar coming from behind. Can we get a stop? And does. Blows him up on the outside. So good stop on 4th down. That's going to be a turnover down, and the end of the first quarter as Annapolis is up 12-7.
Yeah, great play to end the quarter. Great stop for the Warriors.
So Annapolis up 12-7. It's been a quarter of really big plays. We've been making big plays. We also gave up a few big ones too.
Oh yeah, it's if you're just a neutral supporter, this is an awesome playoff game. Highlight after highlight, big play, all the touchdown, all the scoring in the world. But as they say, defense does win championships. So Warriors get a good stop there, get some momentum going into the second quarter. And, man, you'd love to see another touchdown here for the Warriors. Open it up to a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
And, our offense, other than the fumble, has been pretty flawless so far.
Right.
Good job marching down the field. Really, the run game has done a great job just getting some good 10-yard runs out of the gate. And that passing game, Blake's 2 for 2 right now.
Yeah.
He's killing them just with the deep ball. So we'll see if the Warriors and Coach Garcia tries another shot right here.
Yeah, it looks like our defense is starting to buckle down a little bit. It's trying to keep them from, they had a lot of space. They were able to maneuver, able to buckle down. But the thing that we're still struggling with, looks like, in that is defending that pass, especially that long pass at number 1. He's been loose quite a bit.
Absolutely, absolutely. And like you said, if we're getting pressure, we don't have to worry about that too much because he's not going to be able to get that off that far. So as long as the Warriors continue to put some good pressure, I think we'll be all right on defense. But Warriors need to march down the field right here and keep the game going for Annapolis.
So 1st and 15 at the start of the second quarter. Annapolis up 12-7 after a big 4th down stop. And there's a big run up the middle. And there's the Thunder. Jacob Segundo. Oh, let's see. All right, Cesar Morales. He dropped his shoulder and lowered the boom on a few guys.
Oh, man, he's coming out eating those Wheaties, too. He's had some great energy. And just like we talked about, if you open up that passing game, they're not going to be ready for that running game from Jacob and Cesar.
It's nice to see it just run just right up the middle. And Cesar, like I said, lowered his pads and lowered some booms on some Panthers. 2nd down and really short. Little pitch play. This is to Jacob Segundo. He's got the 1st down and more. There's the Thunder. That's going to be, I think, a late hit as 7 came in late.
There is a flag on the play.
Then Mike, let's see if they get that on us
Looks
for
like,
a
was
late
it on
hit.
us? Dead ball. It was on us. Little
Yeah.
late hit on us.
Looked like right after the play, a little shove from Brogan going on the sidelines. Kind of a tough play there because it takes away the nice run there from Jacob.
Jacob did a nice job finishing off that run, and he will not go out of bounds. He will definitely lower the boom. I think they're going to give us the 1st down, and then they'll mark the yardage back. So it'll be 1st and 15 back at the 40-yard line, maybe the 39-yard line.
Nice to have the 1st down for sure after the penalty. So we'll see if the Warriors can open it up on the offense. Maybe take another shot. Again, they haven't been able to stop it. If it ain't broke, keep it going.
Yeah. It's good to see us the running game. The running game is definitely getting some success, and let's see if Coach Garcia maybe starts leaning on that a little bit as he stays in the tight formation. There's a Chuck rolling out, little dump pass over to Cesar. Nice little 1st down play, little dump pass. That's nice to see.
Yeah, nice catch, nice run after the catch, and you're right there at that marker. Great place to be, 2nd and short. Really opens up anything for your offense. So
yeah,
we'll see what they do
2nd
here.
and probably it looks like less than 1. We've seen Chuck with the 2 deep bombs, and now a little touch pass to Cesar, showing off the full skill as quarterback.
Yeah, Chuck's had a really great game. Minus that little miscommunication, I really like what I'm seeing from Chuck. Been consistent, placing the ball in the right spots. Great start for Chuck.
It is, yeah. Annapolis staying in tight. Little inside handoff. 1st man through with Cesar, and that'll give him the 1st down. So 1st and 15, the ball at the 22-yard line. Annapolis getting close to that red zone, threatening now for another score. That'd be great to have them punch in a touchdown here.
Yeah, right around the time where you might see a little strike here. We'll see if they go for the quick touchdown coming after the 1st down.
I think Coach Garcia is sensing San Antonio Prep wants to turn this into a track meet. So you can tell he's slowing the game down a little bit. I think that's a good strategy. We definitely have a size advantage and a depth advantage, and I think Coach Garcia is trying to maybe lean on him a little bit here. Annapolis staying in that tight formation. Chuck under center. Cesar and Jacob in the backfield. Little fake pitch play. He's got all day back there. He's got a top. It's going to go up, and there's a lot of contact.
That's
going to
some
be
pass interference.
Yep. So Brogan Easter, freshman, who is a really good receiver, he goes back there double teamed, and we had 2 small defenders that were playing pinball with him, and that's going to be a 1st down. Annapolis will be 1st and goal.
Yeah, and right now the Warriors really 3 for 3 on deep balls. They've had a couple touchdowns after passes to Blake, and then a great PI call after the pass to Brogan, and they just haven't been able to stop it.
Yeah. And they had, like I said, they had 2 defenders, but with Brogan's size, it really looked like 2 midgets.
They were looking straight up to the sky on that one.
As I mentioned, Annapolis has physically has a size advantage, and you can see our linemen matched up against theirs. I think Coach Garcia is going to probably just pound this ball in, and he does. Oh, he's going to roll. He's got Caesar in the backfield, off his hands, and Blake was trying to back up, and Blake almost got the rebound, but it goes incomplete.
But you like what you're seeing, really. That was a drop pass there. And,
yeah.
Their defense has not been able to stay with us. Run game, passing game, and right now it's been all Annapolis on the offensive side.
Yeah, Caesar was open, Blake was open, and I think Chuck just had his pick, and unfortunately Caesar dropped it. Second and goal now at the 8-yard line. I think Annapolis could probably just keep pounding that ball in. I'd like to see just maybe just right up the middle, or just there we go.
A little pitch.
There we go. He's got lots of room, lots of blockers, and is he not quite? Good run though on second down. Good blocks on the corner on the edge. Caesar had plenty of room. That's a nice gain. Third and about 4 yards to go. Third and goal.
Yeah, and really 4 down this territory here. I don't see us kicking any sort of field goals here. So you could pound the rock a couple times and trust your guns, trust your thunder and lightning, and we'll see what the Warriors do here.
Just want to thank our sponsors. Their generous donations allow us to have these live stream events. Their money helps support the Warrior Fund, which not only helps athletics, our fine and performing arts, our curricular, extracurricular, and supports our teachers, and also allows people who want to come here for a great Christian classical education. It helps remove some of the financial obstacles to do that. So if you would want to be a school sponsor, please go to our website, AnnapolisChristianAcademy.com, for sponsors, and then or talk to Dee Dee Lamone and email her. But we're so thankful for their generous donations, generous sponsorships, for allowing us to bring this to you, to Warrior Nation. Third and goal now at the 4-yard line. Chuck under center. Let's see if we pound it in. And he does, and they're lowering the boom, and that's going to be a touchdown. Jacob Segundo. If you need 4 yards, he's the man you're going to give it to.
Absolutely. Jacob puts his head down. A little bit of a prime Ezekiel Elliott moment there, right on the goal line. His Cowboys right there. But, man, that's a big play for the Warriors. Huge momentum now. 11-point lead, hoping to make it 13 right here.
Yeah. Good methodical drive. Leaned on the Panthers a little bit. Like I said, there's a size advantage, a little depth advantage. It would be nice to see us start leaning on them, because I think that's gonna second half, it's gonna make it a long game for them if they have to keep blocking and tackling like they had to. Cesar Morales' kick. That's gonna be good. That one does sneak in, and that 2-point try puts up Annapolis 20-7.
That's big. We missed the first one. A little bit of a issue on the snap last time, so that's our first point after touchdown there. And good lead for the Warriors in the middle of the second quarter here.
Like I mentioned, I think Coach Garcia is noticing he doesn't want to turn this into a track meet. He's going to slow the game down. It's a little bit of ground and pound, though we still are having success with our passing game, but it's instead of the deep bombs, it's more of an intermediate game.
Right, and we're really getting whatever we want. So if we can control the offense that well, you definitely want to slow the game down. If they're not going to stop us on the run, get some momentum, keep our defense just rested up, so that way we're not trying to worry about getting them. But, hopefully we can get a stop here and maybe just blow this game wide open in the first half.
Yeah, you feel like this is kind of a tipping point. We get a big stop and another score. It could start snowballing on the Panthers.
Yeah, so this is a big possession here for San Antonio Prep. Again, we've been bringing great pressure right after each snap, and hopefully we can continue going here.
Yeah. Well, Cesar Morales going back to kick, and he's been the one who's been instrumental in giving lots of quarterback pressure. That's been one change defensively after that first drive or two. They're sending Caesar right away, and that's causing some chaos back there, and they've had a little bit of trouble staying in system offensively.
Warriors have struggled with that deep ball a little bit, but if we bring that pressure, we shouldn't have to worry too much about those deep balls.
6:39 left in the second quarter. Cesar Morales kicking off after Jacob Segundo's touchdown. And the deep man is standing with his feet in the end zone, anticipating Caesar's boot. There's a little bit of breeze. It's not really going to do much to Caesar's kick, as he'll probably, I'm guessing, just pound it through.
I think you need a tornado to stop Caesar's kick.
Yeah. He's going to blast it, and that's going to go way deep in the end zone. 7 is going to bring it out.
Uh-oh.
And he's got some room on the side. Going up the left side, gets through one tackle. There's another tackle. He's got a lot of space, and then hit from behind is Jacob Segundo able to slow him down. Big return, though. That's about a 30, 35-yard return.
Yeah, it's good momentum from San Antonio Prep to get him in decent field position starting this drive. We'll see what the Warriors can do. Coming with 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. We'll see if they can get a stop, really open this game up.
First and 15 at Prep's 34-yard line. That's one danger about kicking that ball so deep. It does give the return man some momentum, and when they're in space, the Panthers have been pretty tough to get down. They've got a lot of wiggle to them. 3 in the backfield, shotgun snap, a little screen pass. It was picked off as Oren Prime almost picked it off, but then it got decapitated. I don't know. Can't believe that's not a penalty.
It looked like he grabbed his face mask. I'm surprised they didn't call that. He made the catch, and San Antonio Prep brought him down immediately, but it did look like he grabbed his face mask. I think that's what he was asking for.
Man, Oren just jumped out of nowhere, and because it was a lateral, they're going to give it actually as – I'm not sure what the call is.
They're going to move him back a little bit here.
It should be – it must have been a fumble that Prep recovered, I'm guessing is what happened. There's a lot going on there, and I'm not sure. Little pitch play off to the left. 7 with the ball. He's got some blockers in front of him, and then met with a whole host of Warriors. He's still on his feet and finally driven to the ground. And that's going to be another flag. I'm wondering if it's going to be – they're going to say it's going to be late again.
See who they call this on.
There was a lot of bodies that were there, and they didn't blow the whistle right away. And then Jacob, I think, came from behind to just make sure he was planted in the ground, and then the flag came out late. Let's see what this is. Looks like it's another personal foul. That's going to be on the Panthers. That'll push him back 15. Like I said, there's a lot of just people around, a lot of pushing and shoving, and not a lot of whistles.
In playoff games, you really got to keep your head. This is where, the smarter teams, the teams with a little more experience can come into play here, because you don't want to take stupid penalties here. You want to make sure you're just letting your game do the talking.
Yeah, so it's going to mark 15 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 30. Wow, that's going to be more than 30.
The ball going to be placed on the 19-yard line with a 3rd and very, very long for the Panthers.
Warriors need to stay locked in here. They don't want to give up a big play on this 3rd down where they get a lot of that yardage back.
Yeah, so it's 3rd and forever. Still feeling about Oren's play. Like, I'm not sure what happened. Like, he had the interception, got decapitated, and then I think they called it a fumble that Prep must have recovered.
Guessing so, yeah.
Anyway, 3 in the backfield, Panther ball. Warriors get the fumble, ball's on the ground. There's a fight for it, and I think Panthers got on it, 19 on it, but Eli Oliver was right there. He was about an inch away from a big turnover.
You really don't see San Antonio Prep getting this first down here, but you want to make sure you don't give up a big chunk of yardage, because if you stop them close to the line of scrimmage, you can get great field position for your offense.
Yeah, so Panthers now deep in their end zone, or deep in their side of the field. They're going to spread them way out. They're going to have receivers right and left. They have 3 in the backfield. And this is where they've sent Caesar. Looks like Eli will be the one rushing, everyone else in coverage. And here comes Chuck now as they're going to run it. And he's got Jacob Segundo with a bunch of jerseys. As Jacob had his jersey ripped, it looks like his undershirt, ripped it to shreds, waiting for help, and help came, and that was a huge 4th down that they just completely eliminated.
I think that undershirt has been obliterated. I don't think there's any getting that one back. My goodness, he said not today. Man, that's a huge stop for the Warriors.
Big stop on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs. It's now 1st and 15 at the Panther 18-yard line. Man, they have great field position for this drive.
You've got to punch this in if you're Annapolis. You don't want to keep it close going into the half. You've got all the momentum now, but you still don't want to just take a 13-point lead. You want to show that momentum on the scoreboard. Heading into the half, they need to punch this in right here.
4:32 left. Time's not really a factor at all. As Annapolis in that bunch formation, they're going to bunch right, and now they're going to move Oren in motion to left. And a little pitch play over to Jacob. Jacob, nice tackle. Truly a shoestring tackle as 12 had a hold of his cleat and wouldn't let go. Maybe a gain of about 1 yard. 2nd and 14. 4:10, 4:09 left till half. Plenty of time. Annapolis taking their time as Chuck actually coming over to the sideline to get the play, as they're kind of slow. They're slowing this game way down, which I think is wise.
Oh yeah.
Annapolis now that bunch formation to the right. Got Chuck Brush and Jacob in the backfield. Chuck rolling right, has a receiver, and almost picked off. I think 16 caught it. They're going to give it to him. I thought he was out of bounds. So that's an interception. Wow.
Oh, man.
Another turnover. 16 grabbed the ball and looked like he went out of bounds. He must have drug a toe.
It's tough to tell. Yeah, I guess you just need one in 6-man, and I guess you got that one in the pylon.
And now after the turnover, the Panthers have the ball at their 2-yard line.
Yeah, some turnovers hurting the Warriors' chances here. They could have capitalized on a couple of offensive chances, but a couple turnovers keeping it a little closer than it could be.
Yeah, let's see if Coach is going to send a blitz, as they'll be receiving the ball, the shotgun snap in their end zone. Let's see if we get some pressure. Here comes the Warriors, and there's a little dump pass, and the only person there was Jacob Segundo, as one was flying, but he did not have enough time to find him. And now it's 2nd and 15.
Yeah, the nice thing is he didn't get that interception in the end zone, so he is down right there at the 1-yard line. So it's nice to have them pinned, and hopefully he can get a quick stop here, because you'd think on 4th down they'd have to punt this one.
You would think. They haven't yet, as they will be receiving the shotgun snap in the end zone. And there's a fumble. The ball's loose. That's going to go back in the end zone. That's going to be a safety.
That's what we're talking about.
That pressure got the center kind of nervous. They've had some trouble with that shotgun snap, and this one just flew right out of the quarterback's hands. And that's worth 2 points.
That'll be 2 points for your Warriors.
And the other thing is the Panthers will have to kick it, and Annapolis will get the ball with 3:30 left.
Yeah, best case scenario coming out of the turnover. You had them pinned, and we really took advantage of that one.
Even though they turned the ball over, it was nice we got something out of it with the safety. And now Annapolis will get the ball back with plenty of time to maybe put an exclamation point on this half.
Yeah, you got all day in 6-man. Like we talked about, you can score just like that off of one play. And so we'll see what the Warriors can do here on if we get a return here.
The Panther kicking game has been they don't have a season rouse, so they've been kicking it pretty short. I'm guessing they're going to try to go for an onside kick, which if we receive it, we will get great field position. So one with the ball. He's going to try to boot it. It's going to dribble, and the ball's loose, and I think they got the ball back. Once again, another turnover. It went right to Ben Marsh. He tried to pick it up. He should have just jumped on it, and one just wrestled it out of his hands, and the ball goes to the Panthers. And now they have time to march down that field. Defense going to have to rise up again.
Yeah, definitely a couple of mistakes coming into this first half for the Warriors. Got to shake those off and get a stop right here.
So Prep spreading them all out, one with motion, Oren prime on him. Here comes Jerry and Chuck, and he's going to get through. Chuck gets through Chuck's tackle, a little shake and bake, and he's loose. And here comes a tackle from behind, but not after a gain of about 13 yards. He's been able to get out of tackles, got some wiggle and moves, and when he's loose, he's been able to get some big chunk plays.
Yeah, if you're the Warriors, you really need to stop right here. You've done all that work to get all that momentum, to get this big lead. You really don't want to give it away right before the end of the first half.
Yeah, that would be a big momentum shift if the Panthers are able to score on this. Defense needs to rise up and make a play. Prep now staying in that tight formation, 3 in the backfield. He's going to pass, going to throw, and Chuck undercut that as Annapolis starting to dial into that quick passing game. But the ball goes incomplete. It's now going to be 3rd and 5. Chuck kind of came up a little gimpy. Hopefully that's nothing. He's going to grab his hamstring on that.
Yeah, we don't want to see any more. We don't want to see any more injuries for the Warriors.
No more injuries. 2:38 left before halftime. 22-7. 3rd and 5. Prep staying in that tight formation. 3 in the backfield. And it falls on the ground again. A pitch play. Here comes 19, and he gets absolutely obliterated as it was a party, and all the Warriors were invited.
It was a block party, and there wasn't any music. My goodness. Big plays from Oren, from Caesar, from the whole defense.
Yeah, here we go. 4th down. This is what we're looking for. Let's see if we get another big stop on 4th down.
Plenty of time. If you get a stop here, 2 minutes left to go in the half, you get a quick stop and a score. Carry that momentum going into the halftime.
Panthers staying in that tight formation. They've got 3 in the backfield. They've had some trouble with that shotgun snap. And here comes the pressure. Once again, it's low.
Snap.
And here comes on the backside, and incomplete. That's going to be another turnover on downs. The Warriors hold. It's going to be their ball with 1:46 left until the halftime. That's still enough time to march down the field.
Plenty of time. As we've seen, we've been able to score with 1 deep shot to Blake twice now. So we'll see if we try to get a deep ball here or maybe using some of those timeouts mixed in with some of the run game here. But really, the Warriors have lots of options, plenty of time here, but you would love to get another score, making it a 3-possession game here going into the halftime.
Yeah, big momentum shift. After the turnover on the onside kick, the Warriors hold, get the ball back. That was a huge 4th down stop because it felt like the Panthers are starting to get a little bit of momentum. And now let's see if the Warriors can steal that momentum back and really push hard to finish this half off really well.
Yeah, we'll see what Coach Garcia draws up here for this 1st down and 15.
Warriors staying in a tight formation. Ben Marsh in motion. Here comes the blitz, little pitch play. Caesar gets around one block. He's got space. Watch out. He's got a blocker.
He's gone.
He's got one man to beat, and he got caught from behind. But that's a huge, it looks like there's going to be a penalty, and I think they're going to get Annapolis on a blocker in the back.
Wow.
There's a flag on the play. Looks like it's on the Warriors.
Big run.
We'll see
Now,
what the damage.
Caesar made 1-man miss, 2-man miss, and then he had a lot of green space. And Chuck was there helping him. But I think behind the play, I think one of the Warriors got a little overzealous on their blocking.
Yeah, they called a block in the back. It doesn't put us just back too far. Still a really great field position. So the Warriors would love to punch this in here after a huge run from Cesar.
Yeah. So clock's running, minute 28, minute 29. Annapolis not in too big of a hurry. It's 1st and 15 inside the red zone. Annapolis staying in that bunch formation. Chuck looking to pass. He's got some pressure. He's got a
man.
Receiver. It's Jacob Segundo. The ball's batted around and incomplete. Jacob was double teamed. He had a shot at it. The ball got kind of bounced around. I think he had a couple chances at it, but couldn't quite haul it in.
Yeah, couldn't quite haul that one in, but still a couple shots here, and you can still pick up that first down before you get to the goal line here. So we'll see what the Warriors do here.
So minute 8, 2nd and 15. Really nice ball by Chuck. I mean, that was right where it needed to be.
Yeah. Yeah, and you've got your timeouts here, so if you want to mix in a little bit of that run game here, you definitely can if you're Coach Garcia.
Annapolis taking their time in the huddle. The clock is stopped. Minute 8 left. 2nd down. Annapolis staying in that tight formation. Chuck back to pass. Got some pressure. A little short pass. And a dangerous pass.
A little scary there.
They're trying to run a little screen, I think a little middle screen with Caesar, but the pressure forced Chuck to throw it high, and it was kind of in a dangerous part of the field. Thankfully, it went hopefully on the ground, and there's another flag. They're pointing at that it could be against Annapolis. The pass interference on Annapolis.
Yeah, you don't see PI on the offensive end called too often.
I think Annapolis is trying to set a screen, and one of the blockers must have started blocking a little too early. That's gonna really push Annapolis back.
Still some talking here from the referees. Let's see if they adjust the call here.
Coach Garcia is kind of questioning how it could be PI on a short pass like that, but I do think that one of the Warriors started blocking too early. That's going to make it 3rd and long.
Yeah, still 4-down territory
so
for the
they're accepting
Warriors.
the penalty, so it'll be 2nd down.
And that helps you if you're Annapolis. Really, you're not really too worried about the clock right now. You're just worried about punching it in. So you get an extra down, you'll take that if you're Annapolis.
Yeah, it's a big 15-yard penalty, so it really pushes them way back. It's at the 34-yard line, 33-yard line. Minute 4 left till half.
We've been killing them with the deep ball. Let's see if we try to get some of that yardage back here.
Chuck's going to go back to throw. He's got space, got a deep ball, and Blake's there, but the ball is broken up. Blake was open. He underthrew it, and 16 had a good shot at interception. Thankfully, he dropped it, and it's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, really blown opportunity there from San Antonio Prep. They had a great chance for an interception, but couldn't quite come down with it there.
58 seconds left. See if Coach Garcia, if he keeps the problem with throwing the ball, if it's incomplete, you do stop the clock, and that gives them time. We'll see if Coach Garcia is going to play. Maybe if he's going to do a run game or a short pass. It's a little more. And there he is, going to run, and Jacob Segundo breaks out of one tackle and finally taken down. And the clock is running. San Antonio Prep looks like they're content with letting it run. 43 seconds, 42 seconds, 4th and really long. And Panthers finally take a timeout, but they let a lot of time go before they did that.
Yeah, we'll see what the play call is here for the Warriors. Again, like you said, an interesting situation. You don't want to give the ball back to San Antonio Prep with good position, but you still have to score yourself. So we'll see what we do here in this late first half play.
Yeah. Annapolis has slowed the game down, which is good. The thing that's really hurt them is turning the ball over. They had several key turnovers at, I think, really critical points when they could really seize momentum, and they keep giving the ball back.
Yeah, you take away those turnovers, it could really be a 40-7 game right now. So, some good positives from this first half, but also some things to work on. And so I think Coach Garcia will be somewhat happy with the start, but he knows that you can't be giving away those turnovers. So some room to build here in the second half as we keep moving.
Well, we'll see with 36 seconds left how Annapolis plays out this quarter. See if Coach Garcia is going to, on a 4th down now, 4th and long, if he's going to just run the ball and just play clock, or if he's actually going to try to go for it and get that first down. Chuck's the only one in the back. There's no one else there. We've got three receivers to his right. Chuck with the ball, surveying the field. He's going to go deep. He's got Blake, and there's going to be a flag. Blake was triple covered. There were 3 guys on him. He was open. Chuck's ball was going to be pretty wide, but Blake got tripped from behind and drew the flag. That's another big PI.
And I absolutely love it from Coach Garcia. You're in the playoffs. You don't want to be conservative. You want to put your foot on the gas pedal. A big call here for the Warriors, and they've still got plenty of time to get a score here coming out of this first half.
Yeah, so it's got all the yard back from the offensive pass interference plus a first down with 29 seconds left, and they're back in the red zone. 29 seconds and 6-man, that's an easy 3-4 plays.
Absolutely. So we'll see if the Warriors continue to throw that ball, because there's been a couple of pass interference calls, a couple of touchdowns with that throwing from Chuck, and we'll see if he can put the ball here.
First and goal, the ball at the 12-yard line. Annapolis in a little bunch formation. Chuck with the up back, Caesar deep. Chuck with the ball. He's going to get around one. He's looking for a receiver. He's got a man in the middle, and a bullet pass. Boom! Caught by Jacob Segundo.
Wait. Oh.
Looks like, is there a flag on the
Wait a
play?
second.
Oh, the
Are they going to say he crossed the line of scrimmage? I think they're going to say he crossed the line of scrimmage. Oh, man. Oh, that hurts you. You know, a bullet,
Man.
a dart, absolute dart from Chuck,
Yeah.
and a great catch from Jacob Segundo.
Unfortunately, they said he was across the line of scrimmage, and that's going to be second down, second and goal. Ball at the right inside the 20, so still in the red zone.
Still
22 seconds left, plenty of time for a couple more plays. Chuck now looking, surveying, rolls right. I'm not sure he was trying to throw to. The ball was pretty low. Closest person to it was 16 from the Panthers. Third down now.
If you're the Warriors, you can still take a couple shots at this end zone. You've had some good chances, some good looks, and so really you'd think in 2 plays you get a decent look for sure if you're the Warriors.
Yeah, 16 seconds left, third down. Third and goal, ball's at the 19-yard line. They definitely will be able to have time for 2 more plays. Let's see if Coach Garcia sticks with that run with the passing game, or if he's going to try to. Looks like there's a high tackle. Chuck threw the ball away, I think, to save the yardage.
Yeah, smart play from Chuck there.
It's going to be fourth down with 10 seconds left.
Yeah, smart play from Chuck just to throw it out. You know, you get a couple yards back. I know it can be tempting to try and run and just get back to that line of scrimmage, but sometimes you just got to take the loss and throw it out of bounds. And a smart play there from Chuck.
It's a really high tackle. The guy was kind of headhunting, and Chuck was able to stay up long enough just to get rid of the ball. Now fourth and goal, 10 seconds left. I think Coach Garcia is going to take a timeout. This drive was promising, but it's kind of stalled inside, just right inside that red zone. Can't quite get things going.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that touchdown would have been huge. You know, you think you've got the lead, all the players think it's good, and then the ref pulls it back for crossing the line of scrimmage, and yeah, you know, that can be mentally tough. You know, you thought you'd scored, and so it can be hard to log back in, but you got to move on to the next play. And we've done a pretty good job of that so far.
Yeah.
Despite the mistakes the Warriors have had in the first half, a couple of fumbles or interceptions, and the Warriors have bounced back with the safety and with a couple of fourth down stops here. And so you like that even though they're making those mistakes, they're forgetting them quickly. They're having a short memory, and they're bouncing back quickly.
Yeah, the defense has started to rise up. They've been able to turn the ball over, get the turnovers on 4th down. It's been good. Our offense moving the ball, but, man, we're just stalling out here. It'd be great for us to punch it in and finish this quarter with a touchdown.
10 seconds. Anything can happen. Warriors just need to throw that ball into the end zone and see if one of your big receivers can come down. You definitely got the height advantage, so we'll see what happens here.
So it's 4th down, 4th and goal. Ball's inside the 20-yard line. Chuck with the ball. He's got a lot of pressure. He's going to roll left. He's got
take a shot.
Wide open, and it's a touchdown!
Bang! Bang!
Jacob Segundo left alone in the corner of the end zone. Chuck finds him.
No flags on this one. Man, that
Finally
gives all the momentum back to
touchdown.
the Warriors. My goodness, that's what you want going into the half. Looking to make it a 30-7 lead here. Man.
Yeah, I don't know how you lose Jacob Segundo, but I think when Chuck broke the pressure and rolled left, all the defense rolled with him, and Jacob stayed right. And Chuck had to throw it clear across the field, and Jacob had to go low. But great job picking up that huge reception and the big touchdown. Cesar Morales now trying to tack on 2 more. It's up, and that one is true. Big end. Well, there's still 4 seconds left, but that's a huge momentum boost at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, that really helps out the Warriors going into this half, and you expect these last 4 seconds just to play out here. But, man, what a momentum shift, and that gives the Warriors, all the good energy going into the locker room. Still some things to clean up, still some things to work on, but you'd much rather be up 30-7 than 22-7.
Yeah, and with the turnovers, with some of the big plays we've given up, to only still San Antonio's only scored 7 points. That's still pretty incredible.
Yeah, with all the mistakes we've made on the offensive side, and giving their defense plenty of chances to go and turn that around on offense, they haven't really capitalized on it. Right now, they only have 7 points. So yeah, pretty great job from the Warriors on defense so far this first half.
Cesar Morales will be kicking off again. Last time they got a big return off of this, even though they caught it well into the end zone. Let's see if the coaches decide to give 7 a chance again, or if they're going to go maybe a little squibbed kick or maybe a little pooch kick. Might be something they try to do.
Yeah, maybe just something to run out those last 4 seconds. You don't want to give up any crazy Sports Center dun-and-up plays right
Yeah. 7 definitely has some wiggle to him, and I don't know if they really wanted to give him the ball with a big head of steam. And they're going to squib it. It's going to roll, and the ball's loose. And Oren's the first one there, and a couple other Warriors, and that's going to end the half. So nice way to finish the half. Annapolis up 30-7. Like I said, even with all the big mistakes we're making, we've only given up 7 points. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, if I wouldn't say we've seen our best, but for playing not at our best, being up 30-7, you'll definitely take that.
Yeah, absolutely. And to punch it in at the end of the half, right before half, that's a big shot in the arm for the Warriors.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge. And really, that could be the game. If we come out with energy this second half, we might be looking back and saying that play to end the first half was the dagger.
Yeah. Chuck's been pretty good in the passing game. That was a really difficult throw. Jacob come down low, had to just dive low, catch it, but that's a huge momentum shift for us. And going into the half now, being up 37, we got to like our chances going into the second half.
For sure. And really, it's, Coach Harper, love Coach Harper. He always talks about the first 3 minutes are very important. You don't want to come out after all this momentum and come out conservative. You want to just put them away right here. You're up 23. Just keep the foot on the gas pedal, keep it going here into the second half, and really just try to get them out of the game early in the third quarter.
Yeah, I really want to just crush all hope right away.
Absolutely.
and one nice thing in six-man is if you get up by a 45-point differential, the game's over.
Yeah.
So there's incentive to keep scoring and to finish this game even early.
Absolutely. And, again, Playoffs is all about big plays. We've seen some big plays here in
Yeah.
this first half, and really like seeing the leaders of this team coming up big. You know, Chuck with a couple of huge passes here early on in this game. Jacob with a bunch of big plays, and Blake, man,
Yeah.
I think he's done a great job on both sides of the ball with a couple touchdowns, a couple big tackles as well. And man, everybody's really on their game so far for the Warriors.
Yeah, looking good. All right. Well, we will switch out for a few minutes, give everyone a chance to catch their breath, including us. And that'll give us a chance also to thank our sponsors and for everyone who makes this possible. Again, as I mentioned, this school sponsorship goes to help the Warrior Fund. The Warrior Fund helps both curricular and extracurricular parts of the school. It also helps us to retain and to look for high-quality staff, and also helps us bridge the gap between the actual cost of tuition and what people and the cost of tuition. So we're thankful for people that have stepped up with their generosity, and without their generous support, we would not be able to provide this outstanding broadcast. As you see, Warriors up 30-7. First round playoff game. We'll see you in about 7 minutes. Sorry about the audio technical difficulties. You obviously saw a huge play by Cesar Morales as he did a little shake and bake and burn down the sideline for 6 as Annapolis with a big start to the third quarter.
Yeah, all the momentum heading toward the Warriors' way now. And, man, they can really pile it on here if they get an early stop here going into this second attempt for San Antonio Prep.
Annapolis finished the second quarter, the first half with the touchdown, gets the ball back immediately, first possession of the third quarter, scores again, and is starting to really break this game wide open. So Annapolis kicking off after that huge run by Cesar Morales. As the Panthers were in the backfield, Cesar broke out of a tackle, got around the corner, got a nice block, and eventually ended up in the end zone. And now kicking off. 7 now in the end zone, as last time he received it on that deep kickoff, got ahead of steam. I don't know if we're going to want to kick to him or not. And Cesar's not. He's going to just whip kick it. And the ball's bouncing around. I think it's loose. And Cesar had a shot at it. He's pounding the ground. He was so close, but it goes to San Antonio Prep.
A little gutsy call there from Coach Garcia. Again, I like that. I like being aggressive. And, again, you've got all the momentum, and your defense has looked solid. So I don't mind going for that onside kick here.
It was a nice squib kick. Kind of had a little side spin on it and kind of a little curl. And Caesar definitely had a shot at it, but unfortunately goes to the Panthers. Panthers now starting with 3 in the back, and they've got receivers right and left. Little pitch play. It's pitched a little too far out. 7 did a nice job corralling it. Jacob spun him and eventually was knocked down by Jerry Gleason to the ground.
Yeah, nice spin move there from San Antonio Prep. See if they can get a drive going here to claw their way back in this game. They've got a long way to go, so they really need to score on this drive if you are the Panthers.
About 4 yards on that first down, now 2nd and 11. Prep now in that tight formation, 3 in the backfield. They've had a little bit of trouble with these shotgun snaps and the pitches. This one is good. Over to 7 as he's going to get through. And Chuck Brush with the tackle. Third, about 7. Prep's now slowing the game down a little bit. They were kind of a little run and gun, and now they're kind of slowing things down. 7 getting quite a bit of action here as the deep back.
Watch for the pass play here on 3rd down.
Little pitch play over to the right. Rounds the corner, has the corner, and eventually pushed out of bounds. No. And that's going to be a flag.
Looks like we've got a hold on the Panthers.
Yeah,
big call.
He got the edge, but I think he got the edge because his blocker was had some extracurricular holding going on.
Yeah, nice break there for the Warriors because he was absolutely gone.
Yeah, they blocked that well. They kind of caved in the left side of the Annapolis line, and he was off to the races. Thankfully, the hold call brings it back. Now it's 3rd and about 14. Still early in the 3rd quarter, 8 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. And there's a timeout.
We've got a timeout on the field by the Panthers.
Well, apologize for the audio issues, but we're back. Microphone's working now.
Yep, we're ready to go. And, man, it was probably that spin cycle from Caesar just sent a shockwave through the world. My goodness. Man, he had 2 moves on that one, a spin cycle and then a little jab step on that juke. My goodness. And that gave all the momentum. It was already going the Warriors' way, but now really SA Prep, you can just see they don't have a lot of energy coming out of this second half, and so they really need to score on this drive here if you're the Panthers.
Right, yeah. You can tell they're a little bit slower in and out of the huddle, a little more labored. This is a really kind of a key point for Annapolis to maybe shut the door on this game. That they had that big play, thankfully got called back. Annapolis needs to be careful, though, not to go into cruise control.
Yeah, you've got a 3rd down and long here for the Warriors. Again, we know they can pass the ball, and they've hit us with a couple of those deep balls. But on the pass, we always bring great pressure, but if that quarterback can get out of the pocket and move, you got to watch out for that. You got to have somebody there to contain him because he can definitely move on his feet.
Absolutely. Well, it's 36-7, 7:56 left in the 3rd quarter. I feel like this is kind of a pivotal part of the game. If Annapolis can get the stop, I really feel like this is kind of a place. I mean, this is kind of maybe the last gas for Prep, as they've been a little bit, like I said, you can tell, just body language, just a little bit, just kind of a little belabored, a little bit, kind of a little down.
Again, this is the playoffs. You don't want to mess around. You don't want to just take your foot off the gas pedal. You got a spot for the state semifinal on the line here in Marble Falls, so you really want to make sure you finish this game right here.
Absolutely. So after the timeout, San Antonio Prep coming out. 3rd and 14. This would be a great time for a big defensive stop here. Let's see if we can get a big defensive play. Prep now spreading them out. Receivers right and left.
Blake
One
moves to cover.
in motion. Let's see if Coach brings any pressure. Coach doesn't like the alignment, as I think they're trying to get one matched up. And I think they were in that motion. Annapolis didn't move correctly, and one didn't have a matchup that Coach liked, and he calls that timeout.
A smart timeout. You're up by almost 30, and so I think you can afford to burn one here, and so I think that's a good call from Coach Garcia. Don't want to give up a big play here on third down or let him get a lot of those yardage back, and so I think that's a good play to set up his defense and where he wants him to go.
Yeah, I think this is an important time of the game. Coach doesn't want to mess around. Annapolis needs to be careful about staying sharp, staying focused. They've got a big lead, but you can't be comfortable. In six-man football, people can score so quickly.
Yeah, and you saw that in the Arlington Heights game. We were down at halftime, big to them, and we came all the way back in that game. And so we've seen a few comebacks this year, but we definitely don't want to give one up here.
Absolutely
to
not.
The Panthers.
Yeah, absolutely not. The Warriors break huddle, and they are back on the field. Panthers now with the break huddle. They're going to go right and left, wide receivers. One now with that motion. Orem Prime matching up on him. That's the matchup they probably want. And here comes his little bobble. Santi gets around Santi. And now 16 with a lot of room. And a tackle from behind. The ball got swiped at. I don't think he...
Good tackle there from Santi, it looks like.
Yeah, Santi almost got the ball loose as he kind of ripped the ball out. But big run on third down. Got a lot of that yards back, but now it's 4th and about 4.
We talked about it. Again, great pressure to start from the Warriors, but if you let him sneak around, he'll find a way to get those yardage back by their quarterback. And so we got 4th and short coming up here. We'll see if the Warriors can get another stop.
The big 4th down. This would be huge if Annapolis was able to get a big stop. As Mr. Hoffman trying to get the crowd fired up. We've got a nice crowd here. And now it's big 4th down.
They don't need too much here. We'll see if they do a quick throw on this 4th down play.
Little pitch to 7. Man's there, breaks one tackle, 2, and he's going to be off to the races. Breaks another tackle and into the end zone as 7. We had several good cracks at him, but he is pretty tough to tackle.
Yeah, they've definitely got some speedsters, SA Prep. If you give them some open field, they're going to make you miss, and they are going to hit you where it hurts. And they've started to claw their way back into this game. Still a sizable lead for the Warriors, but maybe San Antonio Prep starting to seize a little bit of that momentum back here in the second half.
So San Antonio Prep, after the touchdown, is going to have the 1-point try.
Looks like the Panthers are going for 1.
Little pass play and little pitch and catch, and in they go.
Number 12 for the Panthers, Ryan Hayes.
Just like that, Panthers respond. And now it is 36-14.
Looks like the attempt was good. With 6:21 left in the third quarter.
So 6:21 left in the third quarter. I feel like this part of the game is, I don't feel real comfortable right now. Annapolis came out, they finished the second quarter well, they started the third quarter well, but now it's feeling a little uneasy as Prep's starting to get a little bit of momentum rolling.
Yeah, and you got to be careful. San Antonio Prep likes to work that onside kick here, so you assume being down by 22 here, they're going to try it again. So the hands team definitely needs to be ready on this kickoff return.
They've had some success on this onside kick of the ball getting bounced around. Annapolis just needs to field it cleanly, just jump on top of it. And
got Oren there. Let's see if he can get it.
That ball's bouncing around, and Chuck's going to pick it up off the bounce. He's going to go up the sideline.
Uh-oh.
He's got one man to beat, and it gets pushed out, but beautiful return by Chuck. The ball just bounced up perfectly to his hands, and then he was off to the races.
That's good from the Warriors and make sure we're taking care of the ball. Again, 6 minutes left to go in this quarter. You wonder if Coach Garcia starts to run the ball and run some of that clock down here in this third.
On the 32-yard line, where the
So first and 15.
for the Warriors.
First and 15 for the Warriors. They are ball after the nice return by Chuck on the Panthers side of the field.
I wonder if Coach Garcia gets a little aggressive here after the touchdown and goes for a quick strike.
And
Uh-oh.
Jacob with the ball. He's gonna attract a whole crowd of Panthers and eventually gets pulled down.
Good job from SA Prep to close down that window because if he got around that corner, it looked like he was going to be gone.
Yeah, he had a lot of green in front of him, but couldn't quite get around that corner. Second down now. Looks like was there a penalty? Guess it missed.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to back up the Warriors
Yep,
with some sort
illegal
of
shift.
formation.
So first and 20 after the penalty. 5:49 left in the third quarter.
Warriors quick to the line here.
Bunch formation or a tight formation. Handoff to Jacob Segundo. Stiff arm around the corner. Good finish that run. He's not going to go out of bounds. He's going to lay some lumber on whoever ends up on the back end of that.
Yeah, I do not want to see Jacob Segundo running downfield with the ball and me being the one to tackle him.
So we have second down now after that run of about 10 yards.
Yeah, and if you're getting that much yardage on every single play, you'll take that if you're Annapolis. Great job to get the penalty yardage back. And here on second down, you've got a lot of room to work with here on the run game.
Yeah, I think Coach Garcia, what was successful in that first half was slowing the game down and using the run to set up the pass, and let's see if he goes back to that strategy. Little inside handoff, and right away gets tackled, 19 with a nice tackle. Jacob falls forward for a couple yards, and now it's third and about 8.
We got Brogan subbing in here. You wonder if
Looks like
might be a little bit of an injury
Caesar
as well.
grabbing the back of his leg. It is kind of humid. It looks like he's got a cramp.
Yeah, it looked like it was a cramp. I might need to break out that pickle juice on the sideline.
I saw somebody walking around with a big jar of pickles. We need to get him to the field.
Oh, yeah, a staple at the Annapolis concession
right, yeah.
stand.
The big pickle. Yeah, Caesar.
Nice carry there from Coach Terry.
Little bear hug from Coach Terry. Get him to the sideline. Don't need that though. We need to be full strength. Need Caesar back.
Absolutely.
He's gonna down some pickle juice and hopefully be back soon.
Yeah, up 22. He can maybe take a little bit of a rest here as the Warriors look to score again right here.
Chuck under center, or in prime now, and now Chuck rolling left. He's got some room and a little sidearm to Jerry, and that's too low, and that's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, I think he had some more time than he thought. He got rid of that pretty quick, but if he had rolled out a little more to the right, he had a little bit more time to get that pass off, but just rushed it a bit there.
So fourth down now. See what Coach decides to do. He's been pretty aggressive on these fourth downs.
Yeah, it's manageable for sure. It's only 9 yards right here, so see if he tries to get one of their runners outside, maybe a Segundo run, or if he wants to let Chuck see if he can pick this up here.
So 4:03 left in the third quarter. Fourth down. Annapolis trying to get this big conversion here. Little fake handoff, play action. Little scramble. He's got Brogan in the corner, and Brogan got his hand on it, but couldn't quite get his second paw on there, and the ball goes incomplete, and it'll be turnover on downs.
Yeah, good effort there from Brogan to try to get there, but just a little outside. And San Antonio Prep with a little bit of momentum here. They got the score.
Yeah.
They got the stop. So the Warriors' defense needs to step up right here because you do not want to let them come back into this game. Don't turn it into a comeback story. You want this to be put in your hands to where you can just finish the game off. Still plenty of times for anything to happen. So Annapolis really would like to get some stops right here on the defensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a really dangerous time. I feel that if Prep gets some momentum and gets another score, this game could get a little more interesting. Throw, it's going to be over the head of one. Chuck did a good job undercutting that. Good pressure by Ben, and Jerry forced that quick throw and the incomplete pass, 2nd and 15.
Yeah, well covered there from the Warriors passing defense, and again, good pressure. Good pressure all night. You really just got to worry about that quarterback if he decides to make that run after he gets out of the pocket.
2nd and 15, 3:51 left in the third quarter. Game kind of hanging a little bit in the balance right now, as far as kind of up for grabs. Who's going to take this momentum? Panthers split left and right. Here comes the pressure.
Good pressure.
Walks through there. 19's there. And gets exploded. Jacob Segundo just absolutely destroys him. Ball loose. I think they're going to call it incomplete, not a fumble.
Hit him with the hit stick. My goodness, Jacob. That was a brick wall he just ran into. Wow, big play for the Warriors. It was
close
defense.
to being a fumble, as he clearly had it caught. I don't think they let it. I don't think they said he had enough time to make a football move. But man, what a hit!
We've had some trouble defining what a catch is in the last couple years in the
Apparently,
NFL world.
Apparently. Panthers go wide, right and left. Here comes the pressure from Jerry. A little high pass, and that's going to be too far.
Overthrown.
Ben Marsh in the coverage did a good job staying with him, forcing 4th down.
Yeah, and again, great pressure from the Warriors to get to the quarterback and make him rush that throw a little bit, and it resulted in
Jerry put a
overthrown.
lick on the quarterback because he's a little slow to get up. A good pressure by Jerry Gleason.
Big play here if you're Annapolis. 4th and 15. And it looks like we got a stop. They're going to check and see if there was an injury there for
And
San Antonio
one's
Prep.
hobbling.
Yeah.
We've got a couple people. 7 and 1, both a little groggy. One, though, down on a knee. Well, this part of the game, again, I'm feeling a little uncomfortable as Annapolis kind of not really getting things going. The Panthers, though, starting to get a little momentum going.
Absolutely, and this is a big play right here. 4th down, they've got a long ways to go, and really, you've brought great pressure all night to the quarterback. The only time they've killed us is when, if he's able to escape that pressure, he can really run, and he's picked up some yards of 20-yard runs and even more. So we don't want to give up a big play here. Need this stop, and if you get a stop, again, you're right in the position to score, being in the San Antonio Prep side of the field.
Yeah, absolutely. This will be a big 4th down here, as the defense needs to make a big stop.
Good to see number 1 get off the field. Looks like he's going to be okay.
Here comes the pressure. Jerry's in the backfield, gets around him, and Jerry comes from behind, and it's a throwback, and boom! Chuck Brush is there. Ball's out. They're going to say he was down. No chances. Chuck had a beat on that the whole way.
Another big hit from the Warriors by Chuck. That's a big play. Sets the Warriors up in a nice field position, and really you want to capitalize on this if you're Annapolis, because San Antonio Prep is not out of this game yet. With over a quarter to play, they've still got time to make a comeback. So if you're Annapolis with the ball in your hands, you want to go score this touchdown right here. You want to go put them away and get the momentum back into the game, which has shifted to San Antonio Prep side a little bit.
Absolutely. That was a huge 4th down stop. Annapolis now with the ball on Panthers side of the field inside the 30-yard line, 29-yard line, 1st and 15. Let's see if the offense can respond to the Panther touchdown. Oh, a little bobble, and the ball's on the ground.
Good job just to fall on that one. Don't
Warren
want
wisely just covers it up. It's going to be a loss, though, second down.
Yeah, you'd hate to give the ball right back just after you work so hard to get it. So good job just to fall on it from the Warriors.
Yeah, absolutely.
About a loss of 4 on the play, bringing up a 2nd and 19 for the Warriors.
Second and long after the fumble. Again, just don't really feel like Annapolis has taken hold of this game when they've had the opportunities. This would be a big opportunity if they were able to punch this in on this drive. Inside handoff to Oren. He just gets pancaked.
Ball is handed off to number 6, Warren Prime.
Yeah, they were ready for that one. They were ready for that run there, and they met him as soon as he crossed the line of scrimmage.
Looks like no gain on the play.
That those interior linemen, even though they're not big, they get to the ball really fast and tackle really well. So where's that number 19? Third and long.
Santi comes back into the game for the Warriors to maybe work on that line for some blocking. You wonder if it's
looks
going
like
to be a pass or a run
Yeah,
here.
they've got two freshmen, Brogan and Santi, on the front line. Little pitch play over to Jacob. Jacob's got some space. Tackled from behind, but decent gain on that third down.
Yeah, good play from the Warriors to get most of that yardage back. It's going to bring up fourth and short here for the Warriors, and definitely manageable here.
Yeah, so nice run on third down. It's going to be a fourth down.
We're looking at about a 4th and 8, about 7 for the Warriors.
So fourth and I'd say about 7. Staying with the big boys, you got Ben, Santi, and Brogan in the front line. Chuck under center, so they've got their jumbo package in, and it's going to be a timeout from Coach Garcia. So we got the big stop we were looking for, and now the offense needs to get rolling. It's a big fourth down after Jacob's nice run on third down.
Yeah, and you got a chance here on fourth down. We've seen the Warriors come up big on fourth down, especially going out of the half with that huge play to Jacob with the touchdown. And we'll see what Coach Garcia draws up here. It's always nice to get a timeout going into fourth down. Really not just throw some random play out there. Set things up, get the play you're wanting, hopefully,
right.
And we'll see what Annapolis can do here.
Yeah, it's manageable. It's manageable. And this would be a big fourth down conversion that would get them inside the red zone. And I feel like if we can respond with a touchdown to their touchdown, it might help us to get control of this game.
Absolutely. And a couple times early on in this game, we destroyed them with the deep ball to Blake. So we'll see if we maybe go back to that one here. Or, we've had some success with the running game as well. But 4th and 8 and 9, it can be a tough call if you're the coach here.
Yeah, it looks like Caesar's still on the sideline. So I'm hoping, looks like maybe he did make it in the huddle. Looks like he's maybe back.
I think he's still getting stretched out by Coach Johnson.
Fourth down now. Chuck Brush under center. Little pitch play to Jacob. Jacob's got a nice block by Oren.
Got a
Can
chance.
he get to the first down? He dives for it. Are they going to give it to him? It's going to depend on the spot, and I think they did.
Looks like they gave him the first
nice.
down.
Great run. Good block by Oren. He gave him just enough space for Jacob to get around the corner. Dove for the first down and got it. First and goal now.
Warriors can really slow this down here and take their time on a first down, and they got first and
38 seconds
goal.
to the end of the third quarter. The coach is going to be content to let this quarter just play out. Blake coming in. Santi did a good job.
Yeah, good play from the freshman here from the Warriors. We've seen that in all across sports. Our volleyball freshmen did a great job in their state run, and now we're seeing it here in the playoffs for football as well.
So Blake Kenyon in. Blake, obviously the receiver. He's kind of in that tight end spot. See if he goes out. And a little inside handoff. Jacob's got a nice little run. Spins out of the first tackle, but taken down, but not after he gained about 8-9 yards. That's the end of the third quarter. Annapolis up 36-14, threatening again.
Your Annapolis Warriors are leading to 14.
All right, fourth quarter.
It's crunch time.
It's crunch time. It kind of looked like at the beginning of the third quarter we might just cruise, but Panthers had other things in mind, and Annapolis needs to take control of this game and finish it.
Absolutely. This is the time. It's the playoffs. You don't want to mess around. You got a 22-point lead here, and here they go right out the gate.
Just like that, they're in. Coach Garcia went in quick with after the timeout, even beat the cameraman.
That's a big play for the Warriors. Blake Kenyon with the score.
So Annapolis now responding to the Panther touchdown. That's a nice way to respond. Touchdown with their touchdown, getting our touchdown ourselves, and now trying to tack on 2 extra points. With Cesar Morales out of commission, I think that they're going to have to just go for the 1-point try. Chuck in the shotgun formation with Jacob Segunda next to him. Drops the ball. He's going to try to throw it and finds Brogan Easter.
Wow. Almost dribbled it like a basketball, picked it back up, and hit Brogan for the 1-point try.
Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly how they drew it up.
Oh, for sure.
But Brogan Easter with his with the big reception, first of his career as a freshman here in the playoffs.
Your Annapolis Warriors 43, the San Antonio Panthers 14.
Yeah, and a smart decision from Coach Garcia not to put Caesar back in the game. You know, we're up by 30. You know, the game's not over yet, but you definitely want him to be healthy next week if we advance. So I like the decision to make sure we have everybody injury-free and healthy going into the semifinals.
Well, Seth has some depth, too, even though they're younger. You have some freshmen, but stepping up. Blake, underclassmen, stepping in, making plays. That's nice to see.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, well, we are – see what they do. So kicking is Oren Prime, since Caesar is, I think he's going to be probably resting for the rest of the game. Still trying to stretch out those cramps. And see what they do with Oren. Oren's going to do a little squib kick, and that's going to be –
we got a flag on the play.
Yeah, it's going to be offsides on Annapolis, even though the ball bounced around and Brogan Easter recovered. It's going to go to the Panthers with the penalty. Panthers will have But they're gonna so after the penalty, it's gonna be a re-kick. I'm assuming Annapolis is probably gonna try that little squib kick, onside kick again.
Yeah, works out for the Warriors, just basically getting another chance to get that ball back.
That's going to be way short. And that's going to give the Panthers really good field position. They're going to have the ball on the Warriors side of the field. 9:47 left in the game. Annapolis up 43-14.
The ball's going to be placed on the 33-yard line. We're going to be first and 15.
Annapolis needs to just keep the intensity and really shut the door here on this game.
Yeah, you'd love to get a quick stop here if you're the Warriors. They look ready to go.
Little pitch play out to 10 around the corner. He's got a little bit of space and then tackled with Jacob Segundo. Gain of about 2 or 3. Nice tackle by Jacob.
Number 10, Tajay Mitchell Jr. for the Panthers.
And the most important thing, that clock is still rolling. Now under 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. 2nd and 13.
Yeah, clock's definitely your best friend here if you're Annapolis. You want to run that clock all the way down and just get out of this game with a win and move on to next week's game.
The Panthers aren't in too big of a hurry. They need quite a few scores. I don't know if they're kind of resigning themselves a little bit. And here comes Jerry, a little pitch play. Ball's on the ground, 16 now loose. He's got a lot of space.
You got to find him.
And he's got a lot of space on the right sideline. Tries to scoot his way back and then eventually steps out of bounds, but that's a first down run.
That's really where they've hurt us the most tonight, just on those plays after the pressure of the quarterback. Their quarterback's been able to put on the wheels, put on the jets, and take off and get some good yardage there for the Panthers.
So after that first down run, it's now 1st and goal at the 12-yard line. 8:35 left in the game. Even though Annapolis has a bit of a cushion, they should not be feeling pretty relaxed. They need to really be great to see them rise up and make a big play here. 16 with the handoff to 10.
Ball handed off to number 10, Tajay Mitchell Jr.
And Oren Prime. Oh no, that's Blake Kenyon and Jacob Segundo at the tackle.
Blake Kenyon.
Yeah, good job from the Warriors to wrap him up there.
Second and goal for the Panthers.
It's now 2nd and goal, ball on the 7-yard line. Panthers going that wide formation with receivers right and left, 3 in the backfield. Low snap, another handoff to 7. He's going to get around the corner. One man to beat. The ball's out. They're going to say he was down, short of the goal line. Good tackle by Oren. It was a one-on-one tackle. Oren put his helmet on the ball.
Yeah, Oren was right there.
Yeah, he reached out to get it across the goal line, and the ball got knocked out, but they said he was down. Clock's still running, 7:29 left. It's now 3rd and goal, the ball on the 1-yard line. Preps spreading the Warriors way out. They've been running off of this set. Now they're going to bring everyone in tight. 16 with the handoff. Just hit his own guy, but able to recover and get around for the touchdown. And there, he hit his guy, and his teammate is the one actually down after that hit.
Yeah, hopefully everybody's okay on the Panther side.
So Annapolis has a pretty decent cushion. Nice to see us, though, finish with some good intensity, good momentum, And hopefully if this game plays out the way it is, and use that to move into the second round.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you like to see that from Annapolis. You know, now playing for a couple weeks, you really don't know how you're going to come out. I know you can talk your talk at practice, but it's totally different when the lights are shining, and thankfully it looks like that SA Prep player is going to be all right. But, yeah, you really don't know what you're going to expect coming into a game after not playing for a couple weeks, because a lot of coaches would like to keep playing to go to the playoffs. But this is the perfect scenario for Annapolis. You know, first-round game, take care of business, and if they finish things out here, this is a good, solid win to carry that momentum into the state semifinal.
Yeah, it's still 7 minutes left in the game. There's still quite a bit that can happen, and Panthers have shown they can get big chunks, and so Annapolis just can't relax and think this game's in the bag. There's still quite a bit of time left.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, you know, that's great for the team. If you come out of this game with a big win, that's what you want, but you don't even want to let them come back and make it a close game. You want to finish this game, keep pounding it, and treat every game like it's the last. You got to keep going. You got to keep playing.
Prep now going for the extra point. 16 with the ball. Pressure by Jerry. Gets around pressure. He's going to dump past the 7. Chuck's there, spins out of that, but then
big
just
tackle
leveled by Jacob Segundo as that door got shut real fast.
Another brick wall. Our very own Micah Parsons out there. My goodness.
There's another Warrior. That's Blake Kenyon now needing to get stretched out. It's a humid day. Even though the temperature is mild, it's kind of that kind of heavy air that that gets your muscles, you know, quickly to cramp.
A lot of run plays too. Been a physical game, but the Warriors have stood the test so far. They've given up a couple touchdowns here in the second half, so hopefully they'll be able to get a quick answer here, and again maybe run some of that clock as well. Yeah,
that really. At this point, I'm sure Coach Garcia is wanting to shorten this game as quickly as and get this game over as quick as possible, especially with some of his starters now with some cramp issues. But Annapolis has to be careful because on these kicks, we've let balls bounce around and even given up a possession, and we can't let that happen.
The hands team's definitely got to be ready here. You don't want to give them some momentum. This would definitely get them fired up, so we just got to fall on that football right here.
So 7:07 left in the fourth quarter. Panthers just scored and now are trying to get that ball back on a onside kick, and that hands team needs to make sure they secure that ball. They're going to kick it a little bit deeper. Feel nice catch by Chuck. Chuck's got a little bit of room on this right side and eventually closes down pretty quick, but nice job by not letting that ball just roll around. He caught that ball and immediately got upfield.
Yeah, a little higher than maybe anticipated, but good instincts from Chuck to pick it up and go with it.
It's a good starting position good field position for Annapolis. They're on their 32-yard line, 1st and 15.
Hope to see some of the Jacob Segundo show here. Love to pound that ball, keep that clock rolling, and still, you don't want to be conservative, but I think our offensive run game's good enough to where if we're running the ball, we're not being conservative. So
yeah,
we'll see what Jacob can do here.
Yeah, and I'm guessing, like I said, Coach is going to try to shorten this game, keep the clock running. Probably see a pretty heavy dose of run play. This could be a lot of Jacob Segundo. Chuck under center, big boys up front, and inside handoff to Oren. Prime, he's going to squirt through, and a nice little run by Oren. Freshman making a statement with a nice little run as he squirted through that hole.
Yeah, I don't think the Panthers were expecting that. I think they were maybe expecting the handoff to Jacob, and a quick handoff to Oren results in a big run for the Warriors.
So nice first down run, 2nd and about 7. And they're going to take their time getting out of the huddles. It's now going to be under 6 minutes. If Annapolis hangs on, they will advance to the semifinal game, which will be in Marble Falls. That'll be on Friday. So it's a little bit of a road trip. Not going to worry about that quite yet. There's a handoff to Jacob. Jacob's going to get around the corner and just pounds his way, and I think he's going to try to stay in bounds. Did he stay in bounds? He put on the brakes and then cut back into the field.
Looks like that clock's running.
And the clock is running, and did he get the first down? Didn't really mark the ball. Can't really tell. It's a first down.
Moving the chains.
Nice. That's what they needed. Under 5 minutes now. This drive is eating up the clock. That's exactly what they want, getting the first downs, being really methodical, and leaning on the Panthers a little bit as the big boys are in. Got Ben, Jerry, and Brogan. Little misdirection, pale action. And he's got Ben Marsh with a big catch. Did he hold on?
Wow.
He did. Ben Marsh sneaking out from his line position. Big pass play.
Man, fooled everybody, including the broadcasters. Man, everybody thought that was going to be a run. And Coach Garcia with its foot on the gas again late in this state's quarterfinal game, and big play to Ben Marsh.
I'm surprised, but I guess the play action, that run was setting up that big play action.
Yeah, we are Warriors. We don't like to be conservative.
That's
we like
right.
to fight. My goodness, big play from Ben.
Now it's under 4 minutes. Knapp was threatening there. Well inside the red zone on the 6-yard line. First and goal after that big pass play to Ben Marsh. Now inside handoff to Oren. He gets tackled right away. This will be second down. I think he lost maybe a half yard.
And a really nice drive so far if you're the Warriors. You've spent about 3 minutes of the clock. Only about 3.5 minutes left to go. Looks like this game should be comfortably ours. Just want to maybe add a couple more points to the scoreboard, make it look a little nicer.
Looks like there was a loss on the play, bringing up the second and goal.
So second and goal, ball on the 6-7 yard line. Apple's taking their time, using the full amount of time between plays. Clock's still rolling. It's gonna, when they snap the ball, it'll be just at 3 minutes. Chuck Brush under center, little pitch play over to Jacob. He's got the corner.
Gonna be close.
Dives for the pylon, and
That's
no
a touchdown.
Signal yet. No signal yet.
One of the
Warriors
refs
think
looked
they
like
got
he
it.
Gave it.
I don't think
Looked
so.
like
I
in the
think
middle
he's
ref we had a
short.
signal.
I
Did he
think
give it
he's
to
going to
him?
be short by maybe just a half a yard.
Oh. Looked like the middle ref had given the signal, but they're having a conversation now. And they give it to us.
There it is. There's the call we're looking for. He dove for that pylon. It was a race to the corner, dove for the pylon, and it took a little bit of time to talk about it, but they did finally give him that touchdown. Nice run by Jacob.
Yeah, and really the perfect drive for the Warriors. Took a lot of that clock out of the game, and you scored to cap it off. And really great night for the offense. If you're looking at it, maybe trying to make it a 51-point night here, and defense looked pretty solid most of the night, and really great performance so far for the Warriors.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not been their best game of the season, but they've been solid, and they've responded when they needed to. They've gotten drives. This was a big drive. It was a big clock-killing drive. Finished with a touchdown. That's a pretty good way to keep the energy on your side and not let this game kind of. There was a time when I felt like we just weren't really in control of the game, but I think we're getting back into control and kind of punctuating this drive off.
Absolutely.
Looks like Chuck, ball is rolling around. Chuck's going to pick it up. He's got a lot of pressure. He's got to throw it to the back of the end zone.
Wow.
And caught by Jared Gleason. Everyone's getting into it.
Man, Chuck with the wheels to track that fumble down. Impressive to get the quick fumble and get rid of it.
Yeah, that shotgun snap didn't ever get off the grass, and Chuck had to run back about 5 yards, sprint for his life to the left, and then throw it back to the middle of the field where Jerry Gleason was there. Caught it right off his knees and gets that extra point. Annapolis now up 30, 50-20. 2:55 left. That drive was perfect. Killed a bunch of clock, and with the ends in with a touchdown and the extra point. And really now it's just finishing this game, doing it well.
Absolutely. And really what we talked about, we just perfect drive to end the quarter. Just take care of business here. No crazy plays, and you should be in good position if you're the Warriors.
Well, assuming the Warriors hold on, they'll be traveling to Marble Falls to take on the winner of the other side of the bracket. Don't know who that will be yet. And that will be the semifinal game, with the finals then a week after that. And they have a new venue for the finals. It'll be at Rice University, which will be pretty awesome to play at.
Yeah, that's a really cool opportunity for the Warriors. Obviously, you want to take it one game at a time, so
right.
They'll be looking to move to that semifinal. And Warriors with the kick here.
Santi Pena with the kick. The ball's loose, and it's going to get squirt back, and number 19 eventually gets it, but Santi Pena with the nice little kick that caused them a little bit of trouble.
And like we talked about, the Warriors haven't been at their best today, but even with the win, sometimes as a coach, you like a couple of mistakes because that's something you can build on. That's something you can clean up and get ready to go for the state semifinal.
Clock's running. It's 2:15. When the Panthers snap the ball, it'll be under 2 minutes. Coach able to get Jacob Segunda some rest, as feeling pretty comfortable where things are at right now. Ball fumbled. Brogan Easter and Jerry Gleason were there to cover it up. That's going to be a loss on the play, second down. They've had some trouble with that shotgun snap, and kind of the worst possible times they've had trouble with it.
Yeah. And a really cool opportunity if you're the Warriors. You know, starters taking care of business, getting the freshmen some big minutes here in the playoffs, and that's pretty cool to see if you're the Warriors.
Panthers break the huddle. They're going to go with that wide formation. They have receivers right and left, two in the backfield. Motion now with one across the middle. Oren Prime's been shadowing him. Another trouble with the snap, and there lots of pressure gets out of both. Brogan's going to try to comes back to the middle. Oren Prime's there, spins out of that tackle. And now Seven's off to the races and eventually taken down by number 60, Ben Marsh.
Oh, we've got 3 flags flying
There's
everywhere.
Flags all over. Coach Garcia says roll the clock. And now the referee say, nope, got to stop the clock. Got a penalty. That's going to be a personal foul. Grabbed the face mask. And a march off 15 yards after the end of that run. He was able to dance out of several Warrior tackles. It's now 20 seconds. It's maybe the last play of the game, depending on what happens.
Yeah, San Antonio Prep just trying to get one more play off here to end their season.
I think Annapolis probably doesn't want to give a touchdown. Just need one more stop. Coach Bazan telling him to get back. Here's the run play. Around the corner, 19 is going to score as time expires.
Hurts us on the box score a little bit, but Warriors with a great bruise along the way. But overall, pretty solid performance for the Warriors here.
Absolutely. This game is final, 26-50. Annapolis moves on to the semifinal round of the TCAL 6-man state playoffs. Don't know who they're going to play yet, and don't know when. We just know where. It'll be in Marble Falls.
Absolutely, and that's kind of the dream of the playoffs. You just got to be ready for whoever's coming. They'll be hungry. It's the playoffs. They're
Yep.
trying to get to that state championship, and this can be a tricky game. We know we're one win away from getting to the state championship game, but you got to take care of business first. They did tonight, and I was really pleased with the way, after a couple of mistakes, they battled back, carried a lot of momentum with that score to end the first half, and overall, a solid performance from the Warriors.
Pretty solid, yep. Some things to work on, but big thing when it comes to playoff, win in advance. That's the most important thing. So
That's
one
it.
down, 2 more to go.
We're still rolling.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, and we will try to get the game live stream next week. When we're on the road, it's always a little tricky. We'll try to do our best if we can, but thanks for joining us tonight. Warriors win. Let's go Warriors.
We'll see you guys later.